Mm. Good evening, YouTube. It's the weekend. I've been smashing alcohol the entire night, so I'm feeling pretty good. Got some Keystone. It's cheap, but it gets the job done. Mm. And punk rock says chug, 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 chug. I might chug a Keystone while I'm sipping on this one. So smooth. Be saving those beer cans for Darth Lenny, man. So I appreciate the generosity from my fans. Most definitely, shout out to my British fans. Hope you all are having a fantastic Saturday. It's now Saturday. It was Friday, but now it's Saturday. Working on my new album. Satan's Bell is just about done. I have 8 songs at 57 minutes, but it's not a full hour. That drives my OCD mad. I got 8 songs at 57 minutes, and it drives my OCD mad. So I might record 2 more. I might not. We'll see how I'm feeling. But right now, I got like 8 songs on the new album, and they are sounding fresh. In order from of which I would like so far what I have on the album. Okay. From first song to last, we got Satan's Bell, Misery Loves Company, I Can't Change the World Can't Change Me, King Cobra's Magic, Bell Tower Bashing, Hail the Hail Our Inner Power, followed by Ring the Bells of Hell, followed by Party in Hell. And yes, if you'd like to buy a new album, it'll come shortly. But if you'd like to buy a t-shirt to support Satan's Bell, there it is. I do believe that is the one, yes. Let me double check that. People saw the deathbed tapes release of the album artwork. He ran it by me, and I think it looks sick, personally speaking. That's definitely incorporating the whole satanic bell kind of thing. So that's pretty much most definitely what the fuck is up. So yeah, there's a link for that again. It's not a full hour. That's just it. Like the current album sits at 57 minutes. And tomorrow, I mean like 666 to 1999. So if I do like 9 songs, you know what I'm saying? Party in Hell has the Lord's Prayer played backwards for the extra special satanic effect in the song. So if you hear like weird, you know what I'm saying? Really going all out for this album, doing my research and making it as satanic as possible. And just because someone's satanic doesn't mean they're a bad person. I feel like people, at least who follow my cults, we need to use our powers for good to make the world a better place, YouTube. There's enough evil in this world. We don't need to add more to it just because. You know what I'm saying? Mm. So I might do like 9 to 10 songs and then be like, there's the album. I want it to be over an hour long, to be honest, because 57 minutes of your typical King Cobra gothic satanic hippie power metal is just not enough. You know what I'm saying? Like people want to get their King Cobra fix with the music, so that's why I'm doing a whole hour. But yes, the album will be done this month for sure, dude. Appreciate you all checking out the merchandise. In fact, I got a brand new pipe smoker t-shirt I'm currently releasing. It may not get released till Monday, but it's a silhouette of a person smoking a pipe. And it says, put that in your pipe and smoke it, which is honestly one of my favorite expressions. It's like telling someone, kiss my ass, basically, right? And as a pipe smoker, you know what I'm saying. They're like, put that in your pipe and smoke it. Okay. But I do appreciate y'all tuning into the streams. It's the weekend. And if you want to get a sweet t shirt, I would, because I got new Satan's Bell t-shirts being released on they're already released on my customized girl. The bell tower bashing Satan's Bell t-shirts, beautiful. Basically, bell tower bashing is a song about tying up sick fucks and using a church bell to smash their skulls open like grapes. Because I fucking hate sickos and hail Satan. Of course, if you follow the channel, you already know what's up. Party in Hell is a bit suggestive and obnoxious in its own special nature. So, like, yeah, there might be certain audiences who are like, "Oh my god, I can't believe Cobra released that," and then people who follow me for the last couple years are like, "That doesn't surprise me, to be honest." Yeah, but like right now, I got like 8 songs at 57 minutes. I said I'd do 8 or more depending on how I felt. And at 8 songs at 57 minutes, for me, that's not enough. If my fans get a full hour of brand new King Cobra music, they're getting an experience, not just, okay, la di da, here's the album, you're done. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be anywhere without my fans. So, to be honest, my fans get a full hour of brand new King Cobra music. It's refreshing. It's like, oh, you smell that? It's a new King Cobra album, yeah? So I might do like 9 to 10 songs, but it's getting there, dude. Satan's Bell is this close to being done. I'll work on the rest of the album tomorrow or later on today, I should say, when I wake up. I figured I'm having a drink or two or three or four, several to celebrate getting that much closer to completing my album. And I'm like, let's go on YouTube. Yeah. Redneck goths be like, you're drinking Keystone beer out of a Jack Skellington goblet? Yeehaw! Whatever. God damn it, that's funny. Now I gotta appreciate my sense of humor with it, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hmm. Let's find something to watch on YouTube. Hmm. Oh, we just sit here and bullshit with chat. We don't gotta review videos. Yeah, I'm good on doing video reviews right now. I might do one here in a second, but I'm gonna need a little bit more alcohol to deal with it just because the subject matter is so disturbing. I'm just like one of those what the fuck is wrong with our society kind of things. See that? That's a people suck. I need a beer t-shirt straight from Teespring. My old Teespring account. I still got the shirts. And Teespring shut down, so I had to redo like all of my merchandise on the customized girl. That is most freaking definitely what the freak is up, YouTube. Yeah, got a lot of awesome shirts on my customized girl. That's most definitely what the freak is up. Beer, bacon, boobs, and bud. I love that shirt, dude. There's so many good shirts on here, dude. I love it. But people are like, "Do you got a new people suck I need a beer t-shirt?" And the answer is, fuck yeah, I do. You like this shirt? You gotta check out literally all my designs. Plug that real quick. Sweet. People are like, when you gonna do another Sydney Watson video response? And I'm like, it's almost like clockwork. Sydney Watson posts a new video, and you're just like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Gotta do a new video. But anyways, we got a 24 pack of Keystone. You drink like the good majority of them. That'll do it. That'll fucking do it. Oh God, this episode. Oh my God, this fucking episode.
I would
Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna need some beer before I get into this video response because holy shit, YouTube. What the actual flying frick is wrong with people? Before I get into this video response, I support trans rights. If you are 18 or older and you want to identify as gay, non binary, lesbian, trans, whatever, long as you ain't a sicko, I'll support it. You know what I'm saying? But we can support gay and trans rights without it being shoved down our throats. That's how our society is. We're being adopted to like the 30% of the population, and only because these people did not have acceptance in the past. So now it's like, okay, you must accept them now, otherwise, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dude, you can accept it without wanting to see it. You feel me on that? I can get down on a lesbian porno video. You know what I'm saying? Like you turn on X videos and there's like 50 plus hot of age naked chicks all fucking masturbating on each other. I'm like, that's kinky. Yeah. Outside of that, I'm like anything else in that community, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, nope. That being said, if I watch lesbian porn, I'm not going to be a dick and be a total homophobe towards dudes who feel like they're into the same sex kind of thing. I'm like, that's your prerogative, dude. I'm not here to judge. As long as the person you're with is of age and it's consensual and they're alive, I don't care. You want to get into like trans people or whatever, that's your shtick, dude. As long as that's how I feel about the gay community. Honestly, LGBTQ, I can support it. As long as they're of age, it's consensual, and they're alive. That's not really unrealistic to realize. Like, if you got a problem with my demands, then you're a fucking piece of shit and you can go fuck off. Because, you wanna get freaky with it and get into some, like, really weird, interesting characters who identify as trans and non-binary, because I'm like, "Okay, wait, you identify as trans and non-binary? That's like identifying as straight, but then turning around and saying that you're also asexual. How the fuck does that work?" That's like saying you're vegan, but you also eat meat. On Courtney's stream, I guess the images I was using to rip on vegan teacher and vegan booty were copyrighted, so no dice on those t-shirts, but that's all right. I don't need t-shirts to express my disgust for the vegan teacher or the vegan booty. They're both cucumber cunts as far as I'm concerned. Hey, if vegan booty loves cucumbers and vegetables so much, let's see an OnlyFans video of her diddling her pussy and her tits in her mouth with a cucumber. God, I'm an asshole when I drink. I fucking love it. You ever buy like a bunch of alcohol and just kind of go through it selectively, save some for later, and then kind of be like, oh, hey, one of those nights. Mm. Museum privilege, I disagree. We're not here to bash on Gothy, okay? I appreciate the cult love that I have for your Lord and Dark Savior, King Cobra, but we're not here to bash on Gothy, okay? We're not here to do that shit. Gothy has enough of her own problems. We don't need to create more drama just because things didn't play out like people thought they would play out. Like, oh, hey, here's a goth chick who's the same age as Cobra. She's got bad teeth like he does. Except I got a full mouth still, kind of thing. No, fuck that. I'm not here to judge Gothy for her teeth. I'm not here to judge her for her situation, because who am I to judge? Even though I'm a Satanist, I agree with the Bible quote, judge not lest you be judged. Unless you're a sicko, who gives a shit? You know how much crap I get for practicing magic? It's fucking ridiculous. The fact that you're goth on top of it. You know what I'm saying? I think Gothy would agree with me on this. That when you're goth and you practice the occult and you fuck with tarot cards and Ouija boards and shit like that, people just tend to look at you like you're different. And it's so annoying because everyone's different. Nobody's the same. So you want to judge somebody for being different. I was never in love, dude. All I said to her was, "Let's take it slow." Like we liked, okay, she liked what I was packing down here. I liked what she was packing up here. I'm like, all right, all right, all right. Let's see where it goes. Let's get to know each other. That wasn't me rejecting her. That wasn't me being like, oh, fuck yeah, just dumping headfirst into it kind of thing. That was just me saying, let's take it slow and see where it goes. You know, she was showing me her OnlyFans because I wanted to see it. I'm like, well, You got me excited, and then this is your fault. She liked what I was repping, so I'm like, and she deleted the video, otherwise she wouldn't fucking be like, oh my god, you know what I'm saying? So anything she says after this video response is probably gonna be, it's not even a video response. It's probably, you know what I'm saying? Your boy Cobra has that effect on women. She's seen what I was packing, and now she's obsessed with me, dude. And it's like, you want to talk about how you could have had a ride or die bitch? First of all, you shouldn't call yourself a bitch. That's degrading. Second of all, sitting there calling yourself like, oh, I wanted to give Cobra a piece of ass, but he lost out on that. I'm like, do you realize who the fuck I am? Dude, I got fangirls all over the world that are of age, alive, and cisgendered, and all that good shit. So I'm just like, really? Okay then. Gothy wanted to pet your king cobra. That's funny, CJ. Yeah, she did, and I'm like, realistically, it's like I don't got the kind of money to just travel down to Oklahoma to see her ass. She doesn't have the money to come see my ass, but maybe in the future it could work out, kind of thing. That's why I said, let's take it slow and see where it goes. I wasn't gonna say shit about our little encounter, but she decided as soon as I got off the live stream to be like, "Oh my god, he was so bored, he was yawning," and I tried to get him to notice me, and it's like, honey, it was 2 o'clock in the fucking almost 3 o'clock in the morning. If I'm not allowed to fucking yawn because I'm tired because it's 3 o'clock in the morning, go fuck yourself, dude. If I wasn't interested in Gothy, I wouldn't have asked to see her OnlyFans, let alone gotten a hard on to her 30-year-old of age ass. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Most people would have seen Gothy's fucked up teeth and been like, oh, this bitch probably does crystal. And I'm like, I don't know that. I'm not here to assume. But it's like, okay, the trolls instantly were like, no, we can't have Cobra end his dry spell. No, we can't have it. He has more game with the ladies than we do. We just can't have it. So of course they fucked with her as hard as they could, and they got to her, dude. They saw a person who had mental issues, and they exploited the trolls exploited Gothy for her mental issues because they didn't want to see me have a girlfriend that was of age, cisgendered, and alive. They couldn't handle it. They're just like, I hate Cobra so much that I'm this dedicated to harassing him. Honestly, it's fucking sad, dude. I didn't ruin shit. All you fuckers want to talk shit in the comment section. I know what I did. I know what I said. I know what I done. So fuck all of you talking shit. Punk rock's like chug chug chug. I'll get to it, man. Just it's the weekend and your boy Cobra's having a little sippy sip sip sip. I don't give a fuck, dude. You want to talk shit in the comment section? Like, that's your fucking problem, not mine. I'm pretty much ignoring Gothy at this point. I'm like, she had the chance to have some real fucking good of age cock right here, and a man who would treat her like a goddess and a queen without being too simpy, who would protect her with his strong arms. You know that song by Bonnie Taylor, I Need a Hero? She had the chance of having that. Fresh from the YouTube fight, he's strong and ready for the night kind of thing. But she's the one that fucked up on it, not me. All I said was, well, let's take things slow and see where it goes. I was about to go to bed while I'm working on my jeans. And then she's going on fucking YouTube, fucking throwing the biggest bitch fit. I tried to make it work. And I'm like, honey, if I wasn't interested, would my dick have gotten hard? You were showing me your private parts. I showed you my private parts. We're both consenting adults. Would it Like, this is so fucking stupid, dude. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, CJ, I'll drink to that. And punk rock, I'll drink to that as well. I wasn't gonna go on YouTube and be like, "Oh my god, she showed me her boobs, you guys," and I totally jacked off to it, and it was fucking sweet. But she went off on YouTube saying she tried to make it work and couldn't make it work. So in my defense, I was like, okay, without going into too much detail, things got a little spicy, but I didn't go into like explicit detail. Basically, me saying if I wasn't interested, then why the fuck would I be on this fucking Facebook FaceTime call with her till 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, dude? Get the fuck out of here with that stupid shit. Green hair dream girl. I don't even care, to be honest. After 4 years of not having any, it's just like I don't care about getting laid anymore. What's the point of getting laid if you can't improve gender relations? I try to understand women, and you can't physically truly understand women entirely because each woman is different. That's what I've discovered in the 4 years of doing this shenanigan. Mm. Mm. Fucking Saturday. It's the weekend. Let's get drunk. Yeah. Do I need to get drunk and or stoned to enjoy my weekend? Not really. But if I have the opportunity, ah, oh, dude, that sneeze fucking dude. You ever had a hard sneeze that just like tickles the back of your top of your mouth and your nose at the same time? Ugh. But like I'm not gonna talk about Gothy on my channel anymore. Like this chick has some fucking issues. If I wasn't into her, I wouldn't take an interest. Like I'm sorry, but I haven't had a girlfriend in 4 fucking years. So I'm gonna be a little bit eager to get me some, but at the same time, I don't want to be a fucking creep and come off as too desperate. Because if you were to gender reverse me and Gothy's situation, the male in that situation would be perceived as a fucking creep who couldn't handle being told no. And that's the cold truth of it. Fuck sickos, dude. I'm like, okay, I like what you repping. She didn't have to show me her OnlyFans, and I didn't have to show her my dick. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, it's like that's how I played out. I'm like, okay, I like what I see. You want to get to know each other? That's cool. If not, that's cool too. Like whatever. But this person, no offense, but ever since I met Gothy, that this is kind of how it's been. This 1 minute she's like, "Oh my god, Cobra, fucking eat my pussy out." Next minute she's like, "No, I tried to make it work," and it's just like, "Honey, if I wasn't interested, I wouldn't even talk to your ass." And I'm like, I don't need this bipolar bullshit in my life, dude. Best of luck to Gothy and whatever the fuck she's doing with her life. And it's like, dude, you totally doxed yourself on Richie's stream, by the way. Smooth. You're like, oh, okay, Cobra said, let's get to know each other instead of fuck me right now kind of thing. I'm like, dude, so the first thing you do is go after all the dude friends of my associates. How desperate do you have to be? And I'm not talking shit on Richie, but that's how it is, dude. I'm like, that's the kind of chick that's just right there. If she would have been like, okay, you know what? I fucked up. Hey, Cobra, if you give me another chance, let's get to know each other kind of thing. Okay. But she didn't even do that. She was just like, well, fuck Cobra. He's a. And then goes after the next person that she could find. And the only reason Richie invited her on my channel is because on his channel, I should say, is because she associated with me briefly on Courtney's stream. That's the effect of King Cobra, dude. Real talk. I realize how famous I am to some degree, but I don't let it go to my head. I'm like, dude, she wanted to sit there and say she tried to make it work. And I'm like, okay, in my defense, this is what happened, kind of thing. Like, you mentioned your OnlyFans. I'm like, oh, you got an OnlyFans? I want to see it. She showed me her OnlyFans. I was like, damn. And then in the original video response to that, you can see it on my channel. I didn't bring up masturbating in front of her or any of that shit. All I said was it got my dick hard and she had to stop, and I left it at that. She's the one that fucking brought up, oh, hey, Cobra masturbated in front of me, blah, 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 whatever. And I'm just like, okay, but. And then you want to sit there and go on camera and accuse me of making it personal when you're the one who went on camera after this 3 to 4 hour long conversation on Facebook FaceTime, sitting there like, oh, I tried to make it work. I try. It's like, dude, if I'm on the phone talking to your ass till like 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, whatever, obviously I'm interested. But after the behavior she's displayed, all I said was, let's take things slow after this and just kind of see where it goes. We see what each other look like naked. Okay, cool. We're both of age. We're both consenting adults. Righteous. Swing kind of thing. And she took it as, oh my God, he rejected me. And I'm like, I didn't completely reject you. All I said was, let's play it cool. And that's what fucking pisses me off. I'm like, there are women out there who get pissed off because you try too hard and you're too aggressive with your flirting. And now you got women out there who are pissed off because you don't just immediately simp for them. And I'm like, this is why I'm single, because I try to figure women out and I still can't figure them out. That's not going to stop me from the chase, but I'm just saying, like, dude, come on. The way I see it, it doesn't matter if you have a girlfriend or not, you're still going to die alone. It doesn't change the physical outcome of life and reality. So, what's the point of having someone just so you can say you have someone to cuddle with? That's pretty much it. And I totally agree 1000%. I'm straight for of age women that are cisgendered, alive, and non related. Yeah. I don't care if you're trans, that's your choice. You want to identify as the opposite sex, more power to you, man. But then when you get the wake up call and realize that, okay, you think there are some people out there who identify as the opposite sex just because, oh, hey, it's going to be easier because they think that gender has more privilege. And then when they get a taste of what it's like to be the opposite sex, they fucking hate it. That's why you see all these people detransitioning. And we can teach people to accept to be tolerant of trans and gays without shoving it down people's throats. Because there is some shit out there, like this one teacher in Florida who brought a bunch of elementary school students to a gay bar to teach them about gay acceptance. And I'm like, look, isn't that a bit far? Am I the no, dude, I'm not the asshole for saying it because that's the fucking truth. Most people would be like, wait, you shouldn't bring kids to a bar. That's highly inappropriate unless they're with their parents and their parents are having a couple drinks while the kid sips on some soda pop. That's different. You know what I'm saying? The thought of an elementary school teacher bringing a bunch of kids to a gay bar just to teach them about tolerance. And you know what pisses me off about this? You question this narrative of being too aggressive with forcing acceptance down people's throats. People call you a transphobe or a gay phobe. And it's just like, fuck you, you insufferable piece of shit. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? I'm all for supporting gay and trans rights and teaching kids to be more tolerant of these things, but there's a way to do it and there's a way not to do it. And nobody wants to say it because, oh, hey, you might get labeled a homophobe. And I'm like, dude, I know several people that are gay and trans. One of my freaking of age fans is trans. Shout out to Lil Mama. That's what's up, girl. Keep doing your thing. So I'm very tolerant when it comes to this issue, but like at the same time, it's like, dude, really? You can teach kids about this when they're old enough and mature enough to accept it, and you can do it without forcing it down their fucking throats. Okay, you know what? Fuck all of you. This comment right here, you just got banned from my channel. I will repeat myself as much as I want. Go fuck yourself, dude. I'm all for teaching I'm all for teaching a younger audience to be more tolerant. And you want some real fucking talk. All these gays are talking about how like they want acceptance and equal opportunity and to be treated as equals. I'm like, okay, so let's add the straights to your little movement. Lesbian, transgender, gay, bisexual, straight, asexual. That covers all the categories because then you have subcategories kind of thing. And nobody wants that because a straight person's saying it. And I'm just like, okay. And for the most part, I hear that argument, dude. A lot of people aren't gonna, if you're in that community, you're not gonna take what a straight person has to say to heart, even though you're all about equality, which means including straight people too. Oh, did Cobra say that out loud? Oh. And that's just the thing of it. Like, not all fucking straight people are gonna hate on gays, and not all gay people are gonna hate on straights. But the ones that do, that's the kind of crap that keeps the hatred going, man. And the same is so true for the black versus white argument. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. Cheers, folks. This is why I sympathize with Black Lives Matter. If a black cop who was corrupt, who made the whole police force look bad, shot a white person and nobody did shit about it because Well, you're white, and all whites are racist, so you had it coming, kind of thing. Even though that white person did nothing towards black individuals, I would be a little upset about it. I'd be like, you're gonna hate me because of the color of my skin? Holy shit, you see the connection, YouTube? I couldn't be more of a smart ass even if I tried. Like, I don't give a fuck. As long as you ain't a sicko, who cares? Why can't we all just get along? Why does it matter if you're gay, straight, lesbian, trans, bisexual, asexual, queer, what the fuck ever? Black, white, polka dot, green, purple, yellow, blue, purple, whatever. Like, who gives a shit, dude? As long as you ain't a sick fuck, who cares? Fuck all these sick fucks in the comment section. Hmm. Why can't we all just get along, dude? It shouldn't, as long as you ain't a sick fuck, who cares? Outside of that, to hate on somebody just because of anything else is. But the album's getting close to done. It's the weekend. I figured I'd slap on the old YouTube live and be like, it's King Cobra JFS back at you with another video. All my classmates growing up with me in Valley City or just like, oh, Josh and his Cobras. And it became a thing, so who's laughing now? And that's no disrespect, that just makes me laugh too, to be honest. I never thought my crazy shit would become a thing. Like Josh with his weird cult symbol and his obsession with cobras, that became a thing. Well then, which in my defense, there are crazier things that are actually a thing that are way worse. So I do have some alcoholic beverages to consume on camera. Just kind of go live and spout off my thoughts and be like, this is how I feel on political issues. And if you want to disagree with me, that's cool. If not, that's cool too, you know? This is YouTube. And as long as you ain't a sick fuck, then we should be allowed to disagree on shit. Almost 48 likes. Oh, fuck yeah. I might try something different after I crack open the last of my Keystone. I legitimately bought a fucking big ass pack of Keystone and drank a bunch of it. And I got to the point where it's like I've got like 3 to 4 left. I'm like, okay, I'll drink on something else. And then yeah, dude. And I don't get like super wasted like that all the time. Not like I used to. Every once in a while, I will get super fucking drunk because I can. I don't do that all the time when I drink. I've learned as an individual adult to just be like, I love a good alcoholic beverage, but do you really have to get to that level every time? And the answer is no, of course not. But every once in a while, it's like, hey, It's my birthday month, so if I want to get fucking wasted in March, fucking sue me. I'll be 31 on the 26th of March. So if I want to get drunk this month, kiss my ass. I'm celebrating life. Now, GarageBand is not the best for recording music, so Deathbed Tapes is gonna have to be extra finicky with editing and mastering the tracks because there's points where I'm jamming on guitar for the album and like the sound just kind of dips and gets really quiet and then gets really loud again. And I'm like, I got no control over that. I will turn the amplifier beneath my computer to a certain level, and it's just like I don't want it to go any louder because it'll just fuck the whole recording. I've been fucking with GarageBand ever since I started making albums. Like from Blood Cemetery to Satan's Bell, I legitimately have been using GarageBand. It's not the best for making albums, but it works. It gets the job done. I'm not crapping on it because honestly, I love GarageBand. But if you watch a bunch of hot chicks on Chatterbait, your computer could potentially get viruses, and that kind of thing could fuck with your production, kind of thing. And I'm like, dude, it's bad enough that you have adults who are lonely and just want some of age pussy and a nice of age girlfriend to wake up to every day. Like, that's my girl, yeah, kind of thing. But fucking, you wake up to them, and you know what I'm saying. That's relationships are a whole nother ball game, dude. Don't even get me started. Ugh. And releasing your inner redneck goth by drinking a Keystone beer out of a Jack Skellington glass. Welcome to Wyoming. Consider everybody armed and dangerous. Wyoming is one of those gun-friendly states where like 95% of the population is armed, and that's why we have like the least amount of mass shootings. And you want to argue with me, but the stats don't lie, cuz look at Florida. They're one of the more stricter gun states, and yeah, fuck mass shootings for that matter. Mm. Not trying to ignore chat, just kind of doing my thing, vetting what's on my mind. With 71 likes in 48 minutes, let's keep it going. Keep it flowing. Cheers. Dude, I recycled the beer cans for Darth Lenny because he smelt them down. And an acquaintance of his, not gonna say who, keeps the tabs, the tabs for like a food organization that does charity work, where like you collect the tabs from your beer and your pop, and then it goes towards feeding people who are less fortunate. So if I'm gonna be a fucking alcoholic piece of shit, at least I can do some good with it. To be honest, I'm not that bad of an alcoholic. I've learned if I can physically sit there and say, "Hey, you know what? If I can make the choice and say, "Hey, you know what? I don't feel like drinking right now," kind of thing, then how am I an alcoholic? Because true alcoholics would just be like, "I gotta have it now. Fuck everybody else." And you know what I'm saying? There have been times where I'm just like, I love beer, but I just don't feel like drinking, kind of thing, you know? And I've had those moments. So when people call me an alcoholic, I kind of get a little heated about it. Because I'm like, if you want to see a fucking alcoholic, I'll show you an alcoholic. Spend all my goddamn money on alcohol, I tell you what. Mm. I think I'll leave the chugging to Badlands chugs. That's what's up. I'm not meant to chug beer, but I will sip on it. Oh, that's the stuff. Keystone Smooth. Keystone beer. So smooth. Dude, cheap beer, it gets you drunk. And when you're on a budget, you want to buy a shit ton of alcohol to go with your beer. Cheaper beer is the way to do it. Oh my God. Ugh. Mm. At this point, I'm about to be 31 and on the 26th. I don't care when I die. I'm just living life for the moment, you know? People who start getting older, like 31, 41, they start going, oh my God, oh, mortality. And it's just like, I don't care. I don't fucking give a shit when I die. I'm going to make the best of every day that I'm alive. I have no idea when I'm gonna die, and quite frankly, I don't give a shit. It's about enjoying your fans, your friends, and your family. And even if you don't have fans, you're not a famous YouTuber like your boy King Cobra, okay? Here's the thing of it. You gotta cherish the friends and the family you have because they're not gonna be around forever. I was very fortunate to grow up with several great grandparents and several grandparents. And a good majority of my great grandparents have died off, except for one. And I still have all my great fucking alcohol, goddamn you. No, but I still have a couple grandparents left and one great grandparent left. And I feel very blessed for that. So I grew up in that environment. I was the kind of kid that would do anything to help his elders. And that taught me a good sense with old people, dude. Like, it pisses me off when people mess or harass with people who are over a certain age. It's like, why don't you pick on someone your own age, you fucking asshole? I'm not trying to sound like way too old for my age, but today's youth has no respect for their elders. And it pisses me off. I'm just like, Okay, you wait till you're their age, and when you get the same fucking treatment, I don't want to hear shit about it, dude. Like, if I was too drunk to help out an elderly person, okay, that's a different story. But I will go out of my way to help my elders. And you want to know something, to be truthfully honest, is people who are old, they hate being treated like they're old. They fucking hate it. You got someone who's like 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years old. You don't talk to them like they're old. You talk to them like they were fellow adults. You know what I'm saying? Like it's oh my god, dude, don't even get me started. You try to be a good person and people just crap on you for it. You know what I'm saying? Because the world's a fucked off place and being a good person takes courage. It's easier to be a fucking piece of shit asshole and treat everyone like crap, just like everybody else does to you. That's the fucking truth. And speaking of the truth, our society is having a mental breakdown, so you might as well enjoy the ride. If that makes you chuckle just a little bit, that t-shirts are my customized girl. It's a very slippery rabbit hole. We have Caitlyn Jenner, who identifies now as a female, and I'm all for supporting Caitlyn Jenner and trans rights. But that's a very slippery rabbit hole to being like, well, this person over here identifies as the poop emoji and a sparkly purple unicorn dragon. And if you don't fucking identify them as such, you're a fucking piece of shit and you don't respect pronouns. That's, having your own pronouns to some degree is like giving yourself your own nickname. I'm like, as long as you ain't a sicko and you want to identify as a sparkly purple unicorn dragon who's who's non-binary and transgender and gay, okay, more power to you, man, woman, whatever they them it's. Identifying as a they them it's. And it's like if this were not a thing, if you would have called them an it or a they or a them, they would be like, that's so dehumanizing. Why would you call a human being a they, a them, or an it? And I'm like, that's what they want to be identified as. I'm somehow the asshole for complying with this? Really? Like, our society is having a mental breakdown, and all I can do is sit here and sip on my beer and just laugh at the stupidity. Because when I was a kid in the 90s, we didn't give a shit about pronouns. Oh God, I'm already starting to sound like one of those people. Well, back in my day, okay, stop, Cobra. It's like, okay, here's the thing of it. Have a beer, be like, this is what you identify. As long as you ain't a sick, disgusting, perverted bastard. You want to identify as a unicorn, dragon, poop emoji, non binary person of color, but you're whiter than my bare fucking ass. I mean, we take the fucking blackface out of it because fuck being transracial. When I was growing up as a kid, I was taught if you lie about needing it's like if you see someone in a wheelchair, you automatically want to help out. It's just human nature. If you were a decent person, like, hey, you know, I see you're physically handicapable. Do you need any help? And if they say no, I got this, they'll be like, all right, I believe in you, man. Keep rocking it and let them do their thing. But there are people out there who lie about being in a wheelchair. There are people out there who pretend to be black, even though they're white. And I'm somehow the asshole because I'm telling it like it is. Transracial, trans disabled, and that should not reflect on the trans community in general. I draw the line at being transgender because the second you start identifying as a goddamn tree or the opposite race or a different species of animal, I'm like, okay, our society's going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm not just saying that because I fucking love Ozzy and I'm spurging out by saying that, but I'm just saying, dude. Like, wait a minute. When I was a kid, if you were white and you put on black makeup, people called it blackface and said it was racist. But if a black person does corpse paint because they listen to Kiss and Cradle of Filth, that's totally acceptable. Okay, Cobra, calm the fuck down. You got a black person who's into black metal because irony is a bitch. That was just a really shitty joke. I'm sorry. God damn it, dude. No one calls it whiteface. Like real talk. No one's gonna fucking sit there and be like, oh my god, you're so white facing. And the reason why they don't do that crap is because of the systematic racism and the way whites have treated blacks and that kind of thing. That's why it's offensive when white people wear blackface, but if black people wear corpse paint, they're a metalhead. And if you can't get over that, fuck you. Real talk. If a bunch of people from Africa came over and colonized America, and if all of our founding fathers were black, would this be the conversation we're having? The answer is fuck no. You hear about you would legitimately, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying, like, you gotta put yourself in the other person's shoes. And as long as you ain't a sick fuck, who cares? Hating on somebody just because of their skin tone, that's pretty fucking stupid, dude. I gotta take a piss. 1 second. YouTube, I'm gonna grab a slice of pizza. Nice to meet ya. This came from a medium hand tossed pizza, garlic white parmesan sauce. It's got bacon, onions, cheddar cheese, 2 cups of garlic butter smeared on top. Yes, please. Yo, this Domino's pizza is hitting, dude. You get a hand tossed pizza, bacon, onions, cheddar cheese. And when you get that pizza showing up, smother that mother in 2 cups of garlic butter. You put that garlic parmesan Alfredo sauce. Okay, it's the same thing that Cobra gets from Domino's every time. Okay, whatever. Shut up, YouTube. Oh my god, that's good. The cheese. Mm, so good. Oh my god, that is good. Mm. Domino's hand tossed crust, bacon, cheddar cheese, onions. Yeah. You get 2 cups of garlic butter to smear on top of your medium pizza. Oh, YouTube. YouTube. Oh my God, YouTube. This is why Domino's is ranking just a little bit higher than Pizza Hut. It's because Pizza Hut, I love you. Your stuffed crust pizza is delicious. You get a meat lover's stuffed crust, extra cheese with bacon, and you slap it with garlic parmesan sauce and a little bit of garlic buttery crust love on that stuffed crust. All of that. Okay, super delicious. But here's the thing of it. This is why Domino's is out pizzaing the Hut. It's because Domino's is cheaper, dude. Like, yeah, you know what? Pizza Hut's delicious, but y'all are way too expensive. I said it. I love me some Pizza Hut, dude. I love pizza in general. Pizza Hut is definitely a childhood favorite of mine. I grew up eating that pizza 100. And like growing up when I was a kid, Pizza Hut was delicious and Domino's, you know what I'm saying? But like now that I'm adult, Domino's changed their recipe, and ever since Domino's changed their recipe, oh, so much better, dude. So much goddamn better, dude. Oh, I had a free pizza from points saved up in my Domino's account, so I ordered one earlier. I was just like, yo, YouTube. Get a real pizza. How about you get a life, dude? That's what I gotta say to your comments. Now your boy Cobra's been rocking with that Domino's combo for a hot minute, dude. And I love all the pizza fast food chains that we got here in Casper. We used to have Godfathers, and that was good pizza. Godfather's taco pizza is the dude. If I want Godfather's pizza, I gotta go all the way to Cheyenne just to enjoy it. Just something to think about. Mm, mm. I'm gonna trade up the glass. I'm serious, YouTube. Next time you go to Domino's and you get yourself a hand tossed pizza, garlic parmesan sauce for your toppings, bacon, onions, and cheddar cheese. And then about 2 cups of garlic butter to smear on top of your medium pizza. So fucking good, dude. So fucking good. The bacon, the onions, and the cheddar cheese, and then the garlic butter that you smear on top, complementing the garlic parmesan sauce on the pizza itself. Fucking delicious, dude. Now, I love pizza. I love bacon cheeseburgers, but here's the thing of it. If I go onto a website to order a pizza to my apartment kind of thing, what are the customization options? Can I create my own? And that's the kind of customer I am. Okay, if you got good pizza, I'll support it, regardless if you're fast food or local. But you give me the option to customize it and create my own pizza and make me feel a part of your pizza team, then yes, I'm gonna do it. Oh, did Kobo just pull out one of these delicious bastards? YouTube. This is Steel Reserve Spiked Strawberry Burst. You want to call it a girl's drink? And you know what I gotta say to that? Fuck your sexism and suck Cobra's cock. Sip on this for a hot minute. Punk rock, I will chug it to the best of my abilities. I'm not gonna guarantee like a straight up Badlands. You know what I'm saying? I don't see, dude. Badlands Chugs is legendary, dude. I don't see how that dude can. That dude's got to be boss at chugging beers. I can only imagine. Like, goddamn. So, like, I leave the chugging to the professionals and just I enjoy my drinks the way I enjoy them. Yo, Steel Reserve Strawberry Spiked Burst. That is some good beverage. This shit straight up tastes like soda pop. I don't even taste like alcohol, dude. Like, oh my, dude, this is so good. Hold up. People are like, oh my God, Cobra, you've been doing joke videos the last couple of days. When you gonna go live and actually entertain us? I'm working on it. I'm not particularly picky when it comes to pizza chains. You want to go to Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, Domino's, Papa John's, Papa Murphy's. Not that picky, dude. I love pizza. Okay. People ask me, what are your top two favorite foods? I'm like, bacon cheeseburgers and pizza. That's my honest answer because that's the truth. Dude, you get a fucking big ass greasy bacon cheeseburger and you take a bite into it. Oh my god, it's just so succulent. It makes you want to cream your pants. And the grease is just dripping down your arms. And you're having a food gasm. And you're just like, oh my god, this is so good. Take another bite. Oh my god. So I'm not gonna lie, when I watch the foodies doing their thing on YouTube, I'm like, and if they're more popular and got more money than me, they can explore other options, and then that's how I get my foodie fix. They're like, okay, let's see what that state's representing, kind of thing, you know. Dude, you want a delicious burger that's local, you gotta go to Peaches. Oh my god. Dude, if you come to Casper, Wyoming, you gotta check out Peaches. Peaches is the shiznit, dude. That place, fuck every fast food town and place. Fuck all the fast food joints. Let's say they serve up a burger. Like, okay, yeah, your McDonald's, fuck all that, dude. You go to Peaches for a burger, dude, you don't even know. Peaches, oh my god, is so fucking good. Local fast food restaurants are always going to be better than some fast food chain. That's the fucking dude. You don't even know. YouTube Peaches. That's like if you go to Valley City and you got Pizza Corner and then you got Pizza Ranch. It's like, well, Pizza Corner is a local staple, so I'd rather go to them, kind of thing. Yeah, that just depends on your taste, I guess. And this is not me crapping on anyone, but people are like top two restaurants to visit in Casper. I'm like, you gotta check out Ponchos and you gotta check out Peaches. Ponchos makes the tastiest Mexican food. It's fast food Mexican food, not like Taco John's or Taco Bell, which is delicious. Don't get me twisted. Which I'm already getting twisted. It's so okay. No, but serious. Like Ponchos, I get a custom made burrito when I go to Ponchos. I when I go to Ponchos, I get the California burrito with everything on it. You add beef, you add bacon, you add guacamole, and some extra cheese. It's a Viva La Mexico burrito because the California burrito already comes with sour cream. And when you add the guacamole, that's green. And then the sauce they give you, it's red. So you got the Mexican flag colors and one burrito with the sauce they include, the potatoes. Oh my God, dude. California burrito, everything on it. You add beef, you add bacon, you add guacamole, and you add extra cheese. Best goddamn burrito you'll ever have at that restaurant, dude. I swear. You know how many times I've gotten drunk at a bar and then called a cab because I had some money to fuck around with. And I'm like, let's go to Ponchos. Yeah. And I'd always do my favorite combination from that restaurant kind of thing. And then, like, legitimately, when Matt Green came to town, he was like, dude, I want to try ponchos. I want to buy you some. And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm down. I felt like a dick because I didn't have the money to cover it, but it wasn't about that. It was about people supporting their favorite creator on YouTube. So, like, once I introduced him to it, he was like, "Dude, I see why you rave about this place." I'm like, "Right? Ponchos is 24/7, no bullshit. Hardworking Mexican Americans or just Americans in general who are willing to put up an honest dollar for some delicious, authentic fast food Mexican." Like, I'm sorry, but Poncho's, not sorry, is the most authentic Mexican restaurant in town, next to Guadalajara. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I feel. That's not to talk trash because I love all the restaurants in Casper. They're just Everyone has their own unique flavor. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? It's not just like, oh my God, well, this place is better than this place. Fuck all that, dude. Fuck all that. It's about providing the flavor and mm, the craving, dude. Because I could straight up go to Arby's and still be happy, like straight up, dude. Oh my God, dude. Like you don't even know. We got other all kinds of restaurants. Like if I had an of age, cisgendered, alive female that was consenting to a date and I wanted to be fancy with it, I'd take her out to the Silver Fox because that restaurant, dude, you don't even fucking know. Their prime rib is so fucking tender. It just melts in your mouth. Okay. There's a reason why you're paying $40 to $50 a goddamn plate for their food because it's that fucking good, dude. The kind of restaurant where it's so fancy, you gotta make reservations. And then when you get down to eating there, you're paying $40 to $50 a plate, and it's so goddamn good, it fills you up. You're just like, oh my real talk, YouTube. Like Silver Fox is the creme de la creme of Casper, Wyoming, if I do say so myself. Their food is amazing, and they've been around for so many years, dude. It's one of the few original Casper spots left. Like Casper's Diner, gone, dude. Plow's Diner, gone. There's not a whole lot of original Casper spots left. Frosty's Bar and Grill is still around, still kicking. You know, some of the spots that have changed are still the same owners, but like the majority of, you know what I'm saying, all the spots that I grew up going to or experiencing in Casper, the majority of them are changed. And it's just like Dory Lou's, Casper's Diner, Plow's Diner. All three of those spots gone, dude. And it's just like Casper is a changing and a growing. It's not the same Casper that I grew up from my senior year living here. It's a little bit different, dude. At one point, we had a homemade pizzeria here called Charlie T's. Okay, Charlie T's Pizzeria was so fucking good. Literally the best pizza in town. My favorite to get there was the Devil's Tower, and I'm not just saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so freaking good. That location is something different now, and I'm sure it's delicious. Like, there's so many amazing restaurants to check out in Casper. People just they get this misconception of Casper as just some small hick town. And it's just like, you know what? Experience the culture and the restaurants before you judge us. Is that fair, YouTube? Because J&S Chinese restaurant makes the best plum wine. You go to J&S Chinese restaurants, they have the best plum wine. It's just their food's so good. There's so many amazing eateries at Casper. Like, I can't stop raving about my local town, so I want to stop right here. With that, just have another sip of strawberry steel reserve. Like Casper, yeah, we got a couple of fast food chains. Like we got Burger King, we got Wendy's, we got McDonald's, Taco John's, Taco Bell. We got Starbucks, all fine and dandy. But then we got the little mom and pop shops, the little restaurants. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? And like, there's just, oh my God, there's so many restaurants I forgot to name that are in like other districts of Casper, kind of thing. Oh, dude, food reviews are gonna happen once I get the cash, the stash, and the ride. You feel me, YouTube? We got Little Caesars and Domino's and Pizza Huts, but it's just like, hey, those are fine, but like small town restaurants have their charm, dude. You might have like the corporate restaurants where it's just like, I'm not gonna talk smack because I love my Domino's and my Pizza Hut and what have you. But dude, the small town mom and pop shops and your restaurants in your local town, the local restaurants, they're not like big fast food chain. Whoa, look at this. You know what I'm saying? Your local eateries. You say fuck the corporations and you're going to your local eateries. That's where it's at, YouTube. Ooh, I'm getting passionate about food over here. Sorry about that. I mean, we go like Craves. Oh my god, dude, Craves is so good. I did a review for Craves gravy sauce. Like every time I go to Craves, I got to get their chicken strips and their garlic cheese curds and a crazy sauce to dip it in. And the cool thing about Craves, Craves, is they literally have a shit ton of sauces to choose from. You want the gravy, you want something spicy, you want something sweet. And like last time I had Craves, I did a review of their gravy sauce, and oh, dude, so good. I might grab another slice of that pizza if I'm feeling up to it. You think, oh, Casper, just a small hick town. You look past that bullshit and you're like, okay, it's got that small town charm. But Casper ain't small, dude. Casper used to be small, okay? Casper, Wyoming used to be small. And that shit started expanding and growing. And now it's like, dude, Casper, Wyoming, from when I was a senior in high school to Casper, Wyoming now, that shit has grown, YouTube. I mean, grown. Casper's getting bigger, and I'm all right with it, man. Just don't ruin that small town charm. You know what I'm saying? You want to become a bigger city, but try to keep that small town charm. That's kind of difficult to do sometimes. But then again, it doesn't have to be. Even Jeffree Star was just like, "Oh, I gotta check out Casper, Wyoming." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, woman, they, them, it, XA, LMNOP." I don't personally know Jeffree Star's personal pronouns, and I'm not gonna get into that. But you know what I'm saying? Property tax gets more expensive because more people creates a more expensive property tax. The reason why California is so expensive in their property tax is because a shit ton of people live out there and because it's the pandemic, dude. We're coming towards the end of our pandemic, and now people need to make some fucking money to make up for lost time and for lost expenses. I get it. 1000. Nice thing about Casper, Wyoming, it's still in the States, and property taxes in Wyoming. Mm, mm. 1 second. No, believe me, it was a pig fest. Oh my god. Dude, Domino's hand tossed pizza crust with their garlic white Parmesan sauce, their mozzarella cheese, the bacon, the onion, that cheddar cheese, and then 2 cups of garlic butter smeared on top. Mm. You don't gotta be extra on the toppings to be good. That's all I'm saying, YouTube. Hold up. Mm. Mm. Oh, YouTube. It wasn't no slop fest. I was being sarcastic. Go ahead and grab you a slice of that weekend pizza, man. Oh, yeah. Mm. Oh, it's so good. All this talk about food making me hungry. It's so greasy and so packed with calories. It's kind of the American culture, isn't it? Mm, hold up. Dude, so dank. Mm. You ever get drunk and crave greasy, buttery, unhealthy food? Oh, yes. Okay, one time for the one time. I'm sorry, but that garlic butter is so good. I'm just like, I'm gonna lick the box. Hold up. Anyways, thankfully, Domino's included some napkins with the order, cause yeah. Hold up. Mm. Oh, dude, those dude Domino's improved. When I was a kid, Domino's they sucked. But as an adult, Domino's was just like, okay, if we're gonna save this brand, we need to improve our recipe, offer other options, offers, you know what I'm saying? So the new and improved Domino's, the one we have today, so much better than when I was a kid. Oh my god, dude, so good. Oh, so good. Mm. Like when I was a kid eating Domino's when I was a kid, not the best. But Domino's said, "Hey, look, we get." They took a long, hard look at themselves, and they were like, "We need to improve the recipe if we're gonna save the brand." And it was a radical change, but in my honest opinion, the old Domino's, you tasted like cardboard. It was just like, oh, dude. But like the new and improved Domino's we have today, oh, dude, the Domino's we have today is so fucking good. So fucking good. Oh, YouTube. We got some alcoholic beverage. But yeah, goddamn, almost 2 hour long stream, just me talking about whatever. Mm. Oh, good lord. I got a little hungry, ordered a pizza. It had a couple slices, then saved the rest for later. And then I got more tipsy on alcohol and like, oh, you know what sounds good? Pizza. So then I ended up eating the rest on camera. So yeah, dude. YouTube, I'm not gonna lie, that was oh my god, dude. Ugh. Oh. It's March, it's my birthday, and what is it? The 26th. So yeah, dude. Mm. So whatever they did to improve the Domino's recipe from when I was a kid to now, delicious. The improved recipe, dude, whatever they're doing with Domino's right now, keep it. It's delicious. That's the thing about like Pizza Hut. You know what I'm saying? Like Pizza Hut is so bloody expensive. It really is. I'm like, dude, like everything's expensive anymore, but like Pizza Hut is just they're tasty. They're just as tasty as Domino's right now, and I'll say that with a swig of this deliciousness. But like they're so freaking expensive. I'm like Pizza Hut would have more customers if they could keep the same amazing taste, but cut down on their cost. No, because you gotta think the economy is shit. 1000% YouTube. Look at that. Steel Reserve Strawberry Burst. This is an alcoholic beverage with like 8.0%. So it's enough to do the job. But like, no, the economy is absolute shit. And if you got a family who's all craving pizza, they're not gonna go to the most expensive joint on the market. They're gonna go to somewhere like Little Caesars or Domino's because it's a little bit cheaper. And I'm not trying to crap on Pizza Hut because I like them. I like Pizza Hut, always have. I grew up eating Pizza Huts and Domino's and Little Caesars. I grew up with these companies as a kid, and like Domino's growing up, like I said, was not the best, but they changed their recipe and it's seriously good, dude. And Pizza Hut, dude, you can't go wrong with Little Caesars. Like, Pizza Hut's expensive, but get it when you can get it, you know what I'm saying? But like Little Caesars, dude, people are gonna talk mad smack and be like, "Oh, it's Little Caesars." I'm like, God, I'm like, dude, if you're a broke ass college student and you've only got $6 to your fucking name, and you're sitting there going, "Oh, hey, you know what? I'm craving pizza." There's no way in goddamn hell you're gonna be able to go to Domino's or Pizza Hut. So where the fuck you think you going? You're going to Little Caesars, whether you like it or not. You want pizza. And that's why, dude, my dad used to work at Little Caesars. And yeah, dude, they're awesome. Like Little Caesars, they're for the price you're paying for the pizza, they're good. They're just as good as Domino's or Pizza Hut, in my opinion. But I love pizza, so I'm not that biased when it comes to it. Like, if you're focusing on the quality of taste and ingredients, really depends on your focus. If you're focused on price points, it's like, dude, it's pizza. Like, it may not be pizza, like, okay, like you might get like Brooklyn or New York, you know what I'm saying? Because there might be some like snob who's like, and no offense to them, but I get it. Like, if you're in the heartland of America where pizza originated, you got a pizzeria that's possibly run by mobsters from the Italian mafia, and the pizza joint's been around since like 1924. Of course, that's gonna be like, oh my god, the best goddamn fucking fuck all the food chains kind of thing, best fucking pizza you've ever had. But like for the rest of us schmucks who don't live in that area, it's like you're stuck with what you can get. You know what I'm saying? Because that's to me, YouTube. I'm not saying they have to potentially be or not be. I'm just saying, if you got a pizzeria that's been around since like 1924 and people have been buying your pizza for generations, you're doing something right, dude. That's all I'm saying. Again, no disrespect, but that's how it is. If you got a family that's been running pizza for like generations, sure the Italians would take one look at my chicken bacon Alfredo pasta video and be like, Scatagooch, this fucking guy just had bacon to his angel hair pasta. What the fuck? This guy just tried to make juicy Lucy meatballs. I'm like, okay, yeah, I know it's not tradition, but it's creative. You take a little bit of mozzarella cheese, you roll it into a meatball, and you roll that meatball into some egg, and you bake it, cook it, whatever. Get the little dollop of mozzarella cheese inside your meatball, and you wrap that. If you can pull it off, wrap that bitch in like a strip of bacon. That's kind of the effect I was going for, so that when you tried the spaghetti that I made, it was like, oh, look at the meatballs that Cobra made. Those are some big ass fucking meatballs. And then you see the mozzarella cheese stuffed in the middle and the bacon wrapped around it. You know, the effect I was going for is super delicious, in my opinion. But I'm not that experienced in cooking. It's not generally specific to anyone's nationality. Took some angel hair pasta, cooked it in some virgin olive oil and some water, some red wine, a little bit of butter, and I drained it. Now the noodles packed with all that greasy, delicious, just buttery virgin olive oil or red wine flavor. I made the tomato sauce with some red wine, some beer, the same ingredients minus the noodle. Excuse me, the noodles. You get some like that red tomato sauce, and then you throw in some red wine, a little bit of butter, a little bit of virgin olive oil, a little bit of beer, just a little bit of beer. Got this rich freaking. I thought it turned out great when I made it on my YouTube channel. The only thing I fucked up on were the meatballs. I was going for that juicy, Lucy bacon wrapped meatball effect, and it failed miserably. The cheese ended up oozing out of my meatball way too soon. I pull them out of the oven, I'm just like, son of a bitch. Some of you might be like, that's sacrilegious. Like, did you just seriously wrap bacon, a strip of bacon, around the meatballs? The fuck's wrong with you? That's not how you make meatballs. There might be some meatball making purists who's like, you son of a bitch. And I'm like, I'm not trying to offend these people. I'm just trying to put my own creative twist. No disrespect on some delicious pasta. Like, people are so used to the whole, you know what I'm saying? Here's your meatball, here's your spaghetti. And it's just like, okay, so what's the kind of crap that's going to catch people's views? You start getting creative with it. Okay, stuffing mozzarella cheese into a fucking meatball and then dipping it in egg and then wrapping it in a strip of bacon and then putting it through a toothpick through the whole goddamn thing and baking it, and then the bacon's just fully cooked and the cheese is melted in the middle of that meatball. Next fucking level, YouTube. You put that in with some red wine based tomato sauce and some angel hair pasta. Oh my fucking god, dude. Dude, my mouth is just watering thinking about it. You go to sprinkle on a spritzel of that Parmesan cheese on top of your sketty and meatballs. YouTube. Oh my god. I only tried making it once and it failed on the meatballs perspective. The tomato sauce I nailed. The angel hair pasta for the spaghetti, perfecto. But the meatballs were the trickiest part. Getting it, you know what I'm saying? So like when you bite into it, you're sitting there eating a meatball, you get a mouthful of bacon and beef, and then like you bite into it, and then the cheese in the middle, it just cheese pull on top of the parmesan that's already sprinkled on top of everything before you bite into it. Just the whole thing, dude. I had that mindset when I was making the pasta and making the meatballs, and it was a complete fucking disaster. When I filmed it on my YouTube channel, I was so freaking embarrassed. I was like, not quite the effect I was going for, but okay, whatever. I still ate it. I'm like, we learn from our mistakes. But then I did a chicken Alfredo version of what I tried to recreate. And my chicken Alfredo with the bacon and the white wine Alfredo sauce. You know the recipe I speak of. There's several YouTube channels who have stolen the recipe, edited the audio, and been like, whatever. Okay, don't care. Don't care. That chicken Alfredo with the bacon and the white wine Alfredo sauce that I made on my YouTube channel, and it might have got a little fucking zany. I added Ruffles chips to it, and bacon and chicken, and a four cheese Alfredo sauce, and some white wine, and some goddamn beer to the Alfredo sauce. I might have cooked the angel hair pasta and some white wine, a little bit of water and some beer and some virgin olive oil and some butter until they were al dente. Oh my fucking god. I had more success with the chicken Alfredo than I did the red wine version of you know what I'm saying? Like the red wine meatball for the spaghetti and then like a white wine for the chicken Alfredo based on palates and taste and what I've experienced with like tasting fine wines and pasta and just everything, you know what I'm saying? And studying the culture of cooking, I was like, "Oh, we can do some fun with this. Hold up." Then someone like YouTube recommended the Juicy Lucy meat patty, and I'm like, "What the fuck is a Juicy Lucy meat patty?" And it's just like it's a meat patty with cheese stuffed into the middle of the meat patty, and I'm like, "Dude, if I can make that in meatball form with some mozzarella, I could make some bomb ass meatballs for my spaghetti, yo. Hold up 1 second. I tried it and it was a complete fucking disaster. But my chicken Alfredo that I made, oh my god. That was a complete success. I like the way my chicken Alfredo with the bacon and the white wine 4 cheese Alfredo sauce turned out on my YouTube channel. I like the way that turned out, YouTube. Like, honestly, I tried doing the whole spaghetti and meatballs thing, which would have turned out delicious, but the meatballs I was trying to make were a little fancier than just your average. Okay, you roll the meatball up, dunk it in egg, throw it on a bacon tray, and bake it in the oven. I love to cook, I love to eat, so I'm like, I that's how I get a feel for people's cultures. It's through their music and through their cooking. I don't judge people based off their cultures or like, oh, hey, your country hates my country. I'm like, fuck that, dude. Let's see what kind of food and music you have. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't like it, I'm like, I'm not here to disrespect anyone. As long as you ain't a sick, disgusting fuck, I don't care. Like, okay, so your country eats weird ass food compared to my country. I don't care. I'm down to try it and see what it's all about and experience the culture, as they say. I try to be an open minded person. And for the most part, I cannot stress this, most part, I'm pretty open. I didn't mean to get carried away there with my cooking experiences. Sitting there reminiscing about it like, oh, when I tried this, it was a complete disaster. But then I tried this other thing and it was like, oh, that's really good. And oh my God, did it work? I don't care if you're Italian, Mexican, Irish, Scottish, Asian. All of our cultures are connected by two things: food and music, and the love for our country. Okay, three things. And every country has that. So, of course, people are going to be a little bit stubborn about it. Like, oh, you. No, back when I filmed the chicken Alfredo video, my phone wasn't working the most proper like. The sound would cut in and out. And someone took that video, saved it to their computer. re-uploaded it with the sound corrected, and made it into a short and sweet, easy to follow cooking video. The the dedication people have to worshiping slash following the ground I have on is truly glorious, and I never let it go to my head. I always stay humble, YouTube, because without the fans, I wouldn't have shit on YouTube. Real talk. Cheers to my fans and cheers to the cult, baby. Yes. Like 95 to 98% of the recipes, I have no idea how they're going to turn out. This is me taking a classic dish and putting my spin on it and being like, how's it going to turn out? You know what I'm saying? Cooking outside the borders and just being like, you know what I'm saying? Stuffing mozzarella cheese into a meatball seems highly orthodox and untraditional. Most people would just shred it on top of your pasta. But I'm like, why not go a step further? Take a little cube of mozzarella and stuff it into a meatball and pack it and bake it so that when you bite into that meatball, you're getting a mouthful of meat. And then, oh my God, here comes the cheese pull on top of all the cheese you've already put on top of your pasta, the Parmesan and everything else. And you know what I'm saying? People are going to be like, dude, I attempted it. And it was like when I did that with my spaghetti, some of the meatballs, I will say this, were actually really, really good. I can't speak for traditionalists because there are going to be some people out there who will go, you never stuff cheese in the middle of your meatball. What the fuck is wrong with you, you sacrilegious bastard? Meat, roll it in egg, cook it. That's the process. The fuck's wrong with you? You want mozzarella cheese for your meatballs? You sprinkle it on top. What the fuck is this sticking it in the middle shit? And I'm like, okay, okay, I'm not, there are purists out there, and I'm not trying to offend the purists when it comes to cooking, tobacco, alcohol. I really don't try to offend anyone, to be honest. People just naturally fucking hate my ass because I'm not afraid to be myself. That's real talk, dude. Like, uh, oh my God, it's the weekend. How the fuck is it already 3 o'clock in the morning? See, when I have an audience and I have a shit ton of alcohol, I don't even feel tired. But in the case of like Gothy, I didn't have a shit ton of alcohol, and like I only had one person, and I was tired that night. No, as soon as lay down on my bed, I want to sleep like an undead bastard. But like you know, no, I don't, dude. I'm gonna have to block you for spamming the chat. Like, nah, dude. After the way I seen Gothy was. If she still wants to get to know me and hang out, that's cool, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to like get to know her, especially after the behavior she displayed. Sitting here talking to her ass to literally about the same time at night. Like right now it's 2:34 in the morning. And literally, this is about the time when I was just like, "Oh, hey, Gothy, I like talking to you. Let's get to know each other. Let's see how it goes. Take things slow," kind of thing. And then I hung up with her thinking, "Okay, that was a really awesome conversation." But, like, she went on YouTube and started throwing this big pity party about how she tried with me and she couldn't get me to like her. And I'm like, "Honey, if I didn't wanna get to know you, would I be on talking to your ass until 2 o'clock in the morning?" The answer is no, and I'm repeating myself again, but it's the fucking truth, dude. Ugh. I believe the expression be "bitches be crazy," but I don't wanna refer to all women in such a degree, so I'll just say it like this: women can be crazy sometimes, which would I think would be the more PC way of saying it. Some women can be crazy, that doesn't necessarily mean all women are like that. I didn't even realize it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm just sitting here on YouTube Live, like, oh, hey, I got some alcohol, I got some fans, got a little bit of pizza. Let me just, you know what I'm saying? Mm, mm. I could definitely use a smoke. Mm, I love smoking a pipe. However, can't smoke indoors anymore, not like it used to be when I first moved in. And honestly, I fought it at my last place. It didn't do me any favors, so I'm not fighting it here, to be honest. So yeah, it's the weekend, and Cobra wants some tobacco. Bust out this big ass bag of menthol tobacco that my YouTube fans have graciously sent. I didn't open it till I was out of pipe tobacco to a certain extent, and I was just like, what flavor do I want to try next, kind of thing. And then I seen this big ass bag of tobacco, and I was just like, okay, I want to crack that open. You know what I'm saying? This is just like your Cherokee Red type tobacco. There's a legitimate brand called Cherokee Pipe Tobacco, and it is amazing. I can get it at the Mills Smoke Shop, and it comes in a bag just like this. It's cheap, and it'll get you through, man. And Cherokee also makes a Cherokee Green, which is a menthol flavor. So if I want like a big ass bag of tobacco like that, I go to the Mills Smoke Shop and I can get a bag of like Cherokee Red or Cherokee Green pipe tobacco, what have you, and I'm set. Mm. I will end this stream because it's late after I finish this this strawberry. I've done this strawberry steel reserve on my channel several times. So it's aw. They're like, don't go. As far as the whole Russian Ukraine thing goes, don't get me involved in this shit. I don't know who said what. I don't know the whole story. You know, I don't see why the fuck we had a fight. That's why I went off on that tangent earlier. Like, okay, one person's Russian, the other person's from Ukraine. Who gives a shit? You're both from European countries. Why does there need to be a need to fucking start shit? You know, that's what I don't get. Like, why can't Vladimir Putin just put away his nukes, stop making it about how big someone else's dick is, have a couple shots of vodka and smoke some weed, and be like, peace in the Middle East and peace on Mother Earth. That's what I'm saying, YouTube. I'm serious. The world would be a much better place if marijuana were legal. People could just sit down, fucking chief it out, slam some vodka, and be like, okay. I mean, this compared to vodka is some girly shit. I will admit that, but that's sexist. Real men can drink this and not give a fuck what anyone thinks. That being said, I get so tired of the concept of that's a girl's drink. That's a girl's drink. And it's like, okay, girls and boys can drink the same thing. Having an alcoholic beverage is not gender specific. You fucking moron. Yeah, calling it a pussy drink shows how uneducated you really are. Because real men can be like, you know what? I don't care if it's a girl's drink. I think it tastes delicious. And I'm going to drink it. That takes real balls, not just, some hard ass who's like, oh, comrade. Uh. It is 8% in volume. This is a spiked strawberry burst. The consistency on the flavor is pretty much just like a strawberry Phillies blunt cigar with the tobacco. It's got the artificial strawberry flavor. It tastes delicious, dude. Like, look at Cobra drinking Keystone and Steel Reserve like some cheap bastard. And I'm just like, get off my ass. Ugh. This is America, and here in America we have freedom and democracy. So if you don't like what I drink, kiss my American ass. Because here in Casper, Wyoming, we sell AK 47s. America is more gun obsessed than Russia is. And if anything, it's just like if you look at the Iraq War, Americans spent 20 years in Iraq. So you think we're gonna be afraid to do that to some other piss poor country that fucking fucks with us? Not naming names, but I'm gonna have myself some pipe tobacco and go outside here in a bit. But Americans do not give a shit, dude. You piss off our country, we'll spend the next 20 years in your country fucking some shit up. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick about it, but that's how it is, dude. Like, I don't care if one country's got more nukes or one other country's got a bigger army. Who fucking bloody well cares? This dick measuring contest. That's all war is a bloody goddamn dick measuring contest. Like, it's stupid, YouTube. I should be going to bed, man. It's like almost 3 o'clock in the morning. And here I am on YouTube on the weekend streaming for my adoring cult and my awesome fans. Because people are reaching out to me on my phone, hey Cobra, when you gonna stream? And I'm like, I'll get around to it. I mean, I got some alcohol to do the Sydney Watson video response. I'll just do that tomorrow or when I wake up because it's late. Because I said I was gonna do that, and then I got sidetracked by a bunch of other shit. And honestly, I don't even want to do it because the topic discussion is so disgusting. I'm just like, what the actual flying fuck is wrong with people? I find myself asking this question all the fucking time. And if you want to smell good for the of age adult ladies, you want to smell like a man. Like the kind of man who fucking punches out bears and says, I don't give a shit. And you got to get yourself some tactical soap. Link description box below. You're not a dish, you're a man. Okay, what the fuck does being a kitchen plate have to do with my skin? You don't see me washing my ass in the kitchen sink, so that's just retarded. Get yourself some tactical soap. Link description box below and start smelling like a man. Dr. Squatch, more like Dr. Squat, because that soap smells like. Okay, if you want to ditch the Dr. Squatch crap and smell like a real man, you got to check out Tactical Soap. With coupon code King Cobra, you can get 15% off your next order. Tactical Soap is a pheromone based soap that is designed to attract the of age adult cisgendered women, and it works. It's designed to get your estrogen going. Thank you, Museum, for plugging that. I'm not scared of any fucking country outside of the United States that claims to have terrorists and shit. Because I'm like, okay, Wyoming sells all the guns that all the terrorists use, like AK-47s and shit. So I'm like, I'm supposed to be scared because Russia's got a bunch of AK-47s. I'm like, have you seen Wyoming winters? We get shit winters, and like, dude, nah, come on. Sitting there saying, I'm not scared of your stupid bullshit, and at the same time, is this war even necessary? Like, I'm just sitting there watching YouTube, and then out of fucking nowhere, it's like Russia invades Ukraine, and I'm like, why? And then they don't even tell us why the fuck it started. They just Russia's pissed off at Ukraine and there's nothing we can do about it. And I'm over here like, it's not my place to get involved politically. Personally speaking, I think war is stupid. If my loved ones, people I cared about, were affected by this, I'd be like, that's something that Vladimir Putin ought to think about is if his loved ones were affected by a war torn country and nuclear warheads, he would hate it. Watching his loved ones die of radioactive poison. And I'm over here like, dude, if you wouldn't want it happening to the people you care about, why do it to someone else? You know? It's all about that peace, love, and chicken grease. I get bullied and harassed on YouTube. I get bullied and harassed in public for waving a magic wand. And I'm like, this is exactly why I don't go out of my way to harass Christians and Catholics, even though they're all Jesus freaks and I disagree with that shit. I'm like, you know what? I get so much crap for idolizing with Satan, the devil himself, and that kind of thing. So it's like, if I get so much crap for making wands and being my autistic goth badass self, why would I go out of my way to harass somebody just because they worship Jesus? Like, I may think it's stupid, but that doesn't entitle me to harass them. I'm certainly allowed to disagree with them and be like, well, that's your choice, but this is my opinion, so therefore I disagree with you, kind of thing. That doesn't give me the right to bully them because you know what I'm saying? And that's what kills me about these extremist Catholic types. They see a person like me who carries a magic wand in his pockets, and they're just like, heathen! And I'm like, judge not lest you be judged. It's in your Bible, and here you are judging somebody because they were different faith. And the best part of it is, it even says in the Bible, you cannot force other people to think like you do. If you're a Catholic or Christian, it is against the Bible to force somebody else to think like you do. And when you throw their own logic in their own fucking face, boy, howdy do they get pissed off. Start calling you the same shit, different day. I'm just like, dude, we're in the middle of a goddamn pandemic. We're close to the end of the coronavirus pandemic. And here comes Vladimir Putin invading Ukraine. And I'm just like, okay, we've all been cramped up because of the coronavirus pandemic. is that any need to fucking throw an autistic bitch fit because some other country disagreed with you. I mean, like, we're supposed to be fucking scared because Vladimir Putin has nuclear warheads. I'm like, dude, America's got nuclear warheads. Every fucking country has them, and it's fucking stupid. My whole agenda is saying, why can't we just surrender our nukes and everyone just smoke some pot and get the fuck along? The world would be a much better place if everyone was stoned off some really good weed, everyone smoking that marijuana, and we all just surrender our nukes and be like, what's the point of fighting over oil and who's got a bigger dick? Because who honestly gives a shit? Are you that insecure with yourself as a dictator or a president? What's the fucking difference? Okay, Cobra, calm down. Like, there's a huge difference between a dictator and a president, but it depends on whether or not your country has freedom and democracy. This may sound ignorant for a lot of people, but I personally feel like if the rest of the world had what America had, there'd be less violence in our society. Freedom and democracy, that's the key ticket. Freedom and democracy, that's what I'm saying. YouTube. Freedom and democracy will always win because you might have the select few government officials who hold the power, but the citizens will always outweigh. You may think you're powerless just because the rich and the 1% control everything. So you sit there and roll over and you take it. You're like, what's the point? But you realize that the people who are poor and middle class outweigh the rich and the powerful. It's the truth. If you got like, and I hate to use this, as an example, but if you got Vladimir Putin and his cronies, that shit only goes so far. The common man, the common woman, people who are struggling to eat. I do not bitch about my shortcomings because here in America, I have a roof over my head. If I have money, I can order a pizza and I don't gotta worry about like communist fucking dictatorship telling me you can't put that pizza on your topping because Putin said so, kind of thing. And I'm just like, I'm grateful for that, YouTube. I love living in America. We're gun friendly and we don't take shit from nothing or nobody. So you think I'm gonna give a shit if someone calls me a pussy for drinking a Steel Reserve spiked strawberry burst? That's the kind of crap. You want to call me a pussy for drinking this? That's the kind of crap that makes me want to keep drinking it because it triggers you. Because it triggers you. You. You want to call me a pussy for drinking it. And when I clearly don't give a shit because the stuff's delicious. That's the kind of crap That makes you want to go, can I have another one, please? Because it's pissing off all the right people. Thanks. You're stronger in numbers, people. You are stronger in numbers. You got the people in Ukraine who are sick and tired of it. You got the people in Russia who are sick and tired of it. Together, you unite your causes and you can achieve what you want. The power is in your mind and in your hands. The power. Look down at your hands, YouTube. Power to the people. The power is in your hands. There is nothing you can't do within reason. Fox, sick fox. Aside from that, you want to overthrow this goddamn war? Okay, it's in your hands to do it. Stand up. Make your voice be heard. Don't just sit there and take it like a bitch. Fucking get up and say something about it. Sure, you might get your ass kicked. Sure, you might get your ass killed. But if what? You sit there and roll over and accept it, but you die a hero if you do. You know what I'm saying? You die standing up for what you believe in. And you know what? I would rather die a hero standing up for what I believe in rather than die a fucking coward. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? I would rather die a hero standing up for what I believe in, which is freedom and democracy. I don't want to die a fucking coward and a miserable piece of shit who just rolls over and gets fucked in the ass every time some other bigger, more powerful government fucking says some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth. People are like, where do you stand on the Ukraine Russian issue? And I'm like, I'm staying the fuck out of it. But do you want my 2 cents? Okay, here's my 2 cents. Fuck communism, democracy rules. I don't give a fuck what you're drinking. You don't got to be drinking Steel Reserve, spiked strawberry burst. You don't even got to drink alcohol. Hear my message. And don't take crap from people. You know, I've been getting bullied by fucking assholes on YouTube for years, and out of fucking nowhere, here comes the Russian Ukraine battle. And I'm like, you know, if I've learned anything from getting bullied by my YouTube trolls, is to keep fighting and don't take crap from the enemy. That's what I fucking learned. And it's every fucking day these cocksuckers text me. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, my trolls are the miserablest fucks on the planet. To sit there on social media like, you know, Cobra's fighting for the right causes and he's doing good things for other people and for his life. What am I doing with my life, kind of thing? And I'm not going to get into that because tonight and right now, that's so not the argument, YouTube. Peace amongst the Middle East, peace amongst Ukraine and Russia, and Sharia law, and power to the people. That's what I'm saying, YouTube. And I want you, yes, you, to believe in it. If you have alcohol or some sort of substance, whether it's water or a soda pop Or it's just a simple fuck yes. I want you to fucking right here with me right now. Fuck yes. I get done hearing about the Sharia law, Muslims and the ISIS and Taliban conflict. And I'm like, fuck ISIS, fuck the Taliban, fuck communism. I'm over here like, really? It's all a dick measuring contest, YouTube. Do these Muslim men ever stop and think, how would it feel if they had to beg women for an education? If Sharian law was gender reversed, how would it feel if Sharian law was gender reversed? Men would fucking hate it. That being said, it is the golden rule, my friends. Do unto others as you would have done to you. Sorry about that. I'm just, I get to that point where I'm just like, you know what, dude? I'm sick and tired of the bullshit. I'm sick and tired of all the war and the hatred. At some point, when can we just be like, hey, man, pass it my way? The world would be a much better place if the circle were legalized. And by circle, I mean marijuana, cannabis. So that 70s show reference. But yeah, dude. But I'm just one man. So if you want to stand up, even if you don't acknowledge my religion, that's fine. Even if you're, you know what I'm saying, just say to yourself, power to the people, because the power is in your hands. A lot of people are scared of the government and the totalitarian dictatorship. They're fucking, they're scared of the consequences. And if they speak out, there were some countries, like here in America, if you don't like Joe Biden, you can say, well, fuck him, and this is how I feel about it. As long as you don't directly threaten the president, then we don't care. And that's reasonable. But there are countries where you can't even talk out against the country's leader without being arrested. And that's the little thing called freedom of speech. A lot of these fucking assholes want to whine about their freedom of speech being taken away in our fucking country. I'm like, you don't know what true freedom of speech is until you've lost it, dude. You don't know what you don't know what true freedom is until you've lost it, YouTube. I want you to get psyched and be like, fuck the government trying to fuck you over. If you're in the countries like you're in the middle of the conflict between Russia or Ukraine, or you're in the Middle East dealing with these people restricting your freedoms based under Sharia law. Don't let these assholes dictate your life. Fuck sickos and power to the people, YouTube. Get radicalized, god damn it. All these Western women whining about hairy armpits because you can't tell me to shave my armpits and no one here says shit about it. You want to bitch about oppression? Try being a woman in the Middle East. And then you want to bitch about the hairy armpits bullshit when men are having manscaped.com shoved down their fucking cheeks. Men get told how to shave their body hair too, and you want to act like you're the only ones. You're the only goddamn people. Oh, you're a pig if you tell a woman how to shave her cunts, her pits, and her legs and her eyebrows. But manscaped.com. Hey, fellas, your balls will thank you. More like your chick will thank you when she's sucking on them. Let's be realistic, fellas. I'm not sponsored by these cool cobras, but you think your girlfriend's gonna want to suck your dick when you got a fucking 70s bush going? Bruh, trim that shit. She should be gagging on your cock, not gagging on your pubes. Not a sponsor, but check out manscaped.com for all your grooming needs. Even though if you're a man, you say to a woman, I'm not going to eat your pussy out until you shave your shits. I'm not going to be sitting there. She's going to find a way to twist it into you can't handle a strong woman and it's my body hair and it's my rights. But if you ask her to suck your dick, she'll fucking tell you, "Hey asshole, I'm not going to suck your dick until you trim." Yeah. See how that works? How double standards work? It's quite frustrating, to be honest. And that's only the tip of the iceberg, ladies and gentlemen. You got double standards in gender relations. Then you got the fucking bullshit with our entire fucking country. And then it progresses into the rest of the world's bullshit. One shit show of an icicle. I don't give a shit. I'm telling it like it is. Almost 3 hour long live stream. Well, lordy fucking dur, YouTube. Cobra sitting there drinking his Steel Reserve fucking, yeah, bitching about it. For as gun friendly as America is, I'm not scared of these foreign countries. Are you kidding me? That's not ignorance. Fuck you. That's American pride. Second Amendment, motherfuckers. Get yourself in a America fuck yeah, let freedom ring t-shirt. Link is in the description box below. You check out the customized girl, and I got you covered on that shiznit. Americans don't give a shit. You look at the Iraq War, we spent 20 goddamn years in that bitch. And eventually they were just like, okay, you fucking Americans are crazy. I'm sorry. Uncle Sam, I'm sorry. I won't do it again. And they were like, that's right, motherfucker. Oh, by the way, you're fighting your own goddamn war. We'll just casually leave behind a couple of our weapons and be like, whoops, it was an accident. And let you fight your own goddamn war. How the fuck, if you're, okay, you would think that if you're extracting troops after 20 years of fighting a war, your number one priority, apart from getting the troops and bringing them back home, would be bringing your weapons back home. But the Middle East gets a hold of the weapons that we leave behind, and those become the weapons that, ironically, finger quotations, that ISIS and the Taliban used to kill each other with. But I didn't say that. No. Cobra didn't just tell the truth. No, he didn't. Shh. Shh. Area 51's experimenting on aliens and learning how to control psychic powers. Shh. The kind of shit the government doesn't want you to know, man. You ever wonder why the fuck Area 51 doesn't want us to show up? Because there's some crap going on at Area 51 that most people couldn't fucking handle. People like the experiments they were conducting would be considered inhumane, torturous, and mad scientist like, etc. Testing the boundaries of God and physics itself, and that's why they don't want you snooping around. It's because, hey, motherfucker, we discovered how to make a real life working lightsaber just like you see in Star Wars, and we don't want you having the technology. Like, we discovered how to unlock human super psychic spy abilities. And aliens are coming to our planet from other planets. And like the Men in Black, they're stopping at Area 51 to get checked and then turn into fucking human suits to blend in with the rest of us. You see the show Men in Black? I'm serious. It's just like that with Area 51 if you really think about it. Aliens come with their cloaking devices secretly, and then the United States and world government is just like, okay, you're escaping your home planet for a better life on planet Earth. We're gonna have to disguise you as a human being, otherwise, people will lose their shits. And we'll create the coronavirus as a distraction so people aren't paying attention to those shits. The hiccups. Ugh. If all the world leaders come together and pick a random spot on the world map and be like, okay, that's where we're gonna start it. Like we need population control and we need to distract people from the truth. So let's create the coronavirus pandemic. People will be sitting there in Walmart fucking yelling at each other because you're not wearing a mask, you stupid retard. And that's the kind of crap that keeps people distracted, man. Oh, I got the hiccups. God damn it. Mm, mm. And most people would just displace it as it's just an autistic blowing off conspiracies, man. Like that's just a conspiracy, man. But what's really the bigger conspiracy going on? That's the question I want to ask you, cool cobras. Is sincerely, what's the bigger conspiracy going on? Ugh. Dude, I got the fucking hiccups right now, and I hate it. Ah, fuck. I will deal with it as I finish the video because this is like right there. And I got a bowl full of pipe tobacco. And again, the things you have heard me spout off on are just my crazy random theories. It doesn't make them facts. This is just what I've observed through the human race and all the shit that's been going on the last couple of years. I'm over here like, yeah, something don't add up. Mm. I'll go out and have a smoke. Got my lighter on my leash. Yep. In case the wind don't want to light it, I got to back up. Before, before I go out, we have another squizzle of this. Ugh. Wyoming, Wyoming winters are ugh, dude. Ugh. If you live in colder climates, you know what I'm talking about. Like, ugh, dude, colder climates are just ugh the worst. Oh, who's to say that governments around the world aren't hiding secrets that they don't want us to know? That's the bigger question, isn't it? But I appreciate you watching. I'll catch you later. Oh,